Police Commissioner Gary Griffith says the war is on as he sends a strong message to gang members and affiliates. He says his officers will not rest until criminal elements feel the full brunt of the law. At a media briefing on Thursday, the top cop gave an update to the nation on the increase in gang violence after a red alert was effected on Wednesday. Janine Browne has more.
As in local parlance, who vex laws? We intend to do what is required to peg back criminal elements and put them where they belong. What I give the assurance is that what we will do it within the law.
Top cop Gary Griffith stresses a zero-tolerance approach to gang violence in this country. The TTPS advanced its alert from amber to red on Wednesday, which means there's now a significantly heightened police presence and activity. Assistant Commissioner of Police in charge of crime, JAYSON FORDE, says through high intelligence operations conducted over the past 72 hours, they were able to arrest 12 persons.
Key in those arrests were several gang leaders who were responsible for plotting, collaborating, and giving instructions to create mayhem within Trinidad and Tobago, more specifically Port of Spain.
And as the anti-gang efforts continue, Mr. Griffith is warning residents to refrain from rioting.
And anyone who breaks the law, I've seen if they're in love with their gang leaders, they will accompany them, they will join them. Nobody has the authority to block roads. No one has the authority to take the law into their own hands. Having said that, I wish to give the assurance we will not profile, target, or any individual based on what they may have done. Everything that we are doing is intelligence-driven.
Under the TTPS Red Alert, there will be increased police mobility, including patrols, roadblocks and operational command centers. Mr. Griffith says the alert will be decreased to amber when the threat has been subdued. Janine Browne, TTT News.
And Commissioner Griffith says moving forward, he is considering issuing employment contracts to police officers as a means of measuring their performance and weeding out rogue elements from the service. Janine Browne reports.
The proliferation of gangs is in no way a new challenge to law enforcement. With the recent upgrade to a red alert to crack down on the issue, Police Commissioner Gary Griffith, when asked whether the situation has been allowed to get to where it is today because of some officers willfully turning a blind eye, said weeding out rogue elements remains a commitment of his. One of his recommendations is to offer contractual employment to new officers.
So if police officers are now on contract, we cannot do this for all the present police officers because they will all sue me. But what I can do is all police officers in future, you're on a contract of 3 to 6 or 6 years. So we can monitor your performance, we can measure your performance, and if it is that we believe that you're involved in criminal activity, well then after I will fire you and there's nothing you could do about it.
He also defended his position on upholding the use of polygraphs.
If it is that when you join the police service, you're willing to be polygraphed for anything, ask any question, and then after a few years, we ask you, will you be willing to take a polygraph test to state that you are not in any way receiving any type of financial gain or remuneration or supporting criminal elements by bringing in illegal weapons or drugs into the country? And when you get 30 police officers refusing to do so, I will send their names to the Police Complaint Authority. We would monitor them. I cannot fire them, but what I would do is make sure that they do not stay on that southwestern peninsula.
He said over 30 officers have already been moved from this area for the same reason. Janine Browne, TTT News.